as I was involved in the beginning in the planning and development divisions, I know that these activities carried out by the few people including me at that point of time in the planning and development division. I will relate it this thing when we examine the changed structure. That is why I said at that point of time there was no international as a separate cell or a division, it was done by the as a part of the activity of the planning and development division. Before we go into that structure, particularly in the 90s, 1990s, 91 to 2000 period was the period where the structure of the organization has undergone quite a few changes, keeping the needs of the institution and the emerging demands on the university. There is a lot of changes has taken place in terms of functions to be performed, roles to be performed, or the structures that are emerged. What are they? Production and distribution division. Earlier when I explained it as a two different divisions, but they thought that the interrelatedness of this one with the experience of the 4 years till 1990, they merged the planning and development distribution division, which was separate at that point of time, as a one division, that is called material printing and distribution division, that is MPDD, to facilitate this interrelated function of the print production and the distribution. After that, that is admission and evaluation division, which were existing when I talked about in the previous slides. It is a two separate divisions, but here they clubbed it as a admission and evaluation division, because they thought that if it is one division, the process will be simpler. When the students are enrolled, the records are maintained, and the same records how the progression of the student evaluation takes place. That is how the reason or the logic behind the merging of these things as a admission and evaluation division as a one division. After few years in this particular decade, the nomenclature also changed. It is not admission and evaluation division, it is, they call it SR and ED, student registration and evaluation division. That is how this is the change had taken place, because the two interrelated function of admission and evaluation is taking place with the now the under the student registration and evaluation division. After that, you can see that division of distance education, what I talked about it, to create systems, distance education systems, whether it is a development of self learning material, whether it is a media integration, what type of media we should have, what type of training required by various categories of personnel, and what type of research is needed. This is the responsibility of the division of distance education at that point of time. But along with the changes, along with the developments that are taking place at the national and the global level, the organization as IGNOU felt it that this division of distance education should be upgraded, so that to carry out the various diverse functions that are entrusted to that one, so that they can do it in an effective manner, the division of distance education was upgraded into STRIDE, STRIDE, in the year 1993. That is staff training and research in distance education. That is how the structural change had taken place. And then come down to the next change, what I am talking about is the communication division I talked about, which is the hub for the media activity, whether it is the audio video programs, whether it is a teleconference organization, whether it is the video conferencing. The communication division, which was started earlier, later they upgraded it to as a electronic media production center, so that with that upgradation makes them to make it more functionally autonomous, to facilitate their very complex and specialized job to in an effective manner. The division is upgraded into a very functional unit, that is electronic media production center. The next component that change had taken place is the teacher affairs division, to carry out the activities or administrative matters of the teachers in the university or the other academics or the academics in the university, and various other related research activities. The teacher affairs division was not in a position, rather it needs some sort of a strengthening or widening the base. The university has changed the nomenclature or expanded the division into academic coordination division. This is the new division created, or rather the change from the teacher affairs division to the academic coordination division. Then the international cell, the activities of the international collaboration etc. were carried out by the planning division, as I told in the earlier. They thought with many international collaborations and projects are going on, and then we have started enrolling the students from various other countries. So that is a major task, To carry out those activities, the international cell was created initially to carry out the international activities. Later this cell was developed or established as a full-fledged international division headed by the director and various other people to carry out these activities. And this 90s, you can see that the Center for Extension Education to take care of the extension activities in various areas, which was not there. They felt it that various extension activities are very essential. To take care of that one, the Center for Extension Education was created. And then regional services, as I talked about the higher headquarters, regional services division, regional centers, and then the study centers, etc., was there initially. But later, along with the demand, along with the large scale of operations, even if you take about the material distribution, they thought that we are not able to do it in a centralized way, totally in effective way. They created a zonal centers for the by taking the few regional centers of a particular region, we created a zonal center which will be responsible for the activities of that one to distribution. It did not work well. Later, after some time, again they shifted back to the centralized distribution system as far as that one. That is how the changes, I am talking about hinting about the changes that are taking place in the structure. And then what I said in the previous slides, that is the academic this is a coordination council to take care of the second mandate, that is the apex role or a systems leader. It took some concrete shape with the experience. By 1992, IGNOU was in a position to say that we need a separate council to carry out this mandate, which was taken care by the academic coordination council till that point of time. 1992, distance education council was created with the statutory powers within the IGNOU organizational structure. Vice Chancellor IGNOU was the chairman of the distance education council, but the council is represented by the Ministry of Education, HRD personnel, University Grants Commission, representatives from the various state open universities, and put together this is the council responsible for how to go about what to do and what not to do as far as the system, distance education system development in the country. That is how what I try to do is what type of changes that are taking place along with your organizational needs and demands from the society and along with the time. If you see the changes that have taken place during the last 4.5 to 5 years, which are significant than what I explained in the decade 90s what had taken place. If you see that the last 4.5 years, that are the changes that had taken place in various areas and in the structure itself. You can see 2 new schools were created in this period. What are they? The School of Agricultural Sciences, which was not the case earlier, that is the new school, and another school, School of Legal Studies, which are the programs are under development, and the school has established in that have to be operationalized, which will be done soon. And then you can see that one, the quite a few changes. The functional autonomy given to the AMPC and the STRIDE is withdrawn, because to make that or to be at par with other schools and division, so that the functioning will be, that is an experience. These are the decisions based on the experience. That is the changes that takes place. And then as I already told you, international cell was upgraded as a international division. The last part, the estate management division, which we have seen the 15 years of experience, said that this is not in a position to cope with the growing the challenges of the estate management. They have bifurcated into 2, but that is a campus maintenance division and then campus development cell. So that is how the EMD estate management division, which was initially created in the structure, is divided into 2. And then we have a PIU, what we call the public information unit, to disseminate the information through various media, electronic and print media. This is the unit is responsible. These are the significant changes that have taken place during the last 4 years. The creation of an horticulture cell, which made the total campus, which was a red brick color earlier, in a total green, dark green. You can see that was the responsibility given to this cell, which has performed, which was not there in the beginning. Had it been there, it would have, the greenery would have been come a few years back, it seems. Anyhow, that is the changes. And then you can see some new structures from the slide. IUC, that is inter-university consortia, is a new structure created to see the technology enabled and flexible education and development. The inter-university consortium is already in operation, doing a significant activity from the technology point of view, technology enabled flexible education and learning. And then we have a new center. The centers are created which are going to be functional soon. with the recruitment of the more people for the center, National Center for Innovation in Distance Education and the National Network for Open and Distance Education, National Center for Differently Abled. These are the quite a few new structures which were not the case. That's how the along with the changing societal and organizational needs, the organizational structure that takes place. I think now let me conclude that I have explained that 85 to 2005, it is a 20 years period, what type of changes that had taken place in the institution which resulted in the structural changes. That is more important. It is not the structural change for the sake of it. As a head of the institution, I do not want to tinker it for the sake of it. Every change should have a logic, should have a base, should have a coherence, and ultimately you should see that this particular change I am going to visualize and incorporate in my structure will fit into the existing structure in a proper way, otherwise the total balance will go away. So any head of the institution will see that one, any policy maker will see that one. Your change should fit into the existing one, totally to integrate into that one and to make it more functional and effective. That should be the aim. STRIDE takes carry out research activities on various themes, and one particular study is proposed that the planning and management of open universities and distance education institution study is to start, and the focus of this would be that how the organizational structures of each or various open universities and distance education institutions will be responsible and will be ultimately the structure is effective or not in fulfilling the objective of the institution. That is why the study want to focus that one. I think we will be able to that is not that easy one, but one has to study the planning and management styles along vis-a-vis the structures, how effective the structures are in fulfilling the objectives of the institution. I tried to put the total changes that had taken place in terms of organizational structure from 1985 to 2005. It is not that this particular structure existing at 2005 as far as IGNOU is static or it will remain there forever. That is not the case. I believe it that along with the changing times and along with the demands on the institution, it keeps changing, keeping the ultimate objective, that is the goal of the institution, to fulfill that objectives more effectively from time to time. Thank you very much for listening to me very patiently. Thank you.